And so God told me, you think you got here early so that you can review all these notes that you typed out, right? But I got you here early so that you could silence your noise. Just sit here. Just be in this moment and understand where you are and what you're doing. And God used her to remind me of that, right? So that was a coincidence, okay? So I say all that to say, here I am, thank God. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about silencing the noise. I'm going to try my hardest not to stay on the paper and to just let God speak, and just really go through it that way. And so, as Candy mentioned, mental health is something that's extremely important to me. And growing up in a Christian family, one of the things that, particularly as I was younger, I think it's changing now, the conversation among Christians is changing in regards to mental health. But oftentimes it was seen as one or the other side of the aisle, right? You're either like psychology and mental health, or you've got faith that you're going to be all right and we're just going to pray through this, right? Prayer works, we all know that, right? But sometimes prayer or an answered prayer is you getting with a good therapist, a good Christian therapist, and working through your problems. Because what we know is that faith without works is dead. So you have to do your part. No matter how much faith you have, you need to do your part, okay? So God has been leading me on this path. My friend was just asking me, how many speaking engagements have you had? And I'm like, girl, I don't know. I just be trying to tell God yes. It's not really my thing, but I just let him use me. And so the thing that I've realized that God is trying to have me do is work with women, work with people of color in particular, to help us to intertwine our faith and our mental health, right? So that's what he's calling me to do. So when Candy and I, with Mother John, were on the phone, she said, all right, I need to know your topic. Like, what are you going to specifically talk about with the Decluttering the Mind conference? And I was like, oh, Lord, I don't know. And immediately God said, silencing the noise. So I was like, all right, here we go. But this is what I know, is God never gives us an assignment without then giving us a test. Right? So my assignment was to talk to you guys about silencing the noise. And he gave me that, I think we had that call in January, right? So he's been testing me ever since January. Because he doesn't want me to come up here and talk to you guys about something I don't know about. Right? He wants me to be tried and true and to understand what it is that I'm supposed to deliver. Okay. So here we go. So silencing the noise. When I was doing the research, I went to Webster to kind of get the true definition. Noise is any sound that is undesired or interferes with one's hearing of something. Undesired and interferes with one's hearing of something. The second definition that stood out to me is noise is irrelevant or meaningless data or output occurring along with desired information. So two things happening at once, one that you're desiring and one that you're not, right? So as I was going through this, I was like, oh, okay, let me see how that really works in real life, right? So God started showing me all the noise in my life, right? So noise can be my husband and I at dinner, and there's all this music playing and we're trying to have a conversation, or there's a loud table next to us, or it's just my 5-year-old son wanting to tell me all about his toys and his vivid imagination, which is so amazing, but we're trying to have this grown-up conversation. So noise can be that as well. It's not necessarily something negative, but it's something that's interrupting what you're trying to hear in that moment. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So noise for a Christian, and this is what God gave me, and I hope I can say it the way he gave it to me, but noise for a Christian has very serious implications. And I'm not talking about the noise that we can use earbuds to tune out, right? I'm referencing the type of noise that keeps our mind and our emotions so occupied that there is little to no space to hear God or to walk out his purpose for our life. Let me say that one more time, because when he gave it to me, it convicted me, because I got a lot of noise in my life, and some of you guys may as well. So noise for a Christian has very serious implications. The type of noise that we're referencing is the noise that keeps our mind and emotions so occupied that there is little to no space to hear God. So in order for us to silence this noise in our lives, we first have to be able to recognize, what is it? What is this noise? Right? So noise can be both external and internal. Right? External and internal. External meaning the world around us, our environment and what's going on, people, places, things, and stuff. Right? And then internal, our headspace. What are we thinking about? What am I going to do? Everyone's talking about it, right? But I didn't hear it because I don't know, whatever. I wasn't on social media. The conference is over. And this just happened to me again this year with Lent. The conference is over. Fast is over. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to listen to Cardi B. I couldn't listen to it. Like my ears, the frequency had changed. And I was talking to Ashley and I was like, oh my gosh, she said some horrible things. Like, I started talking about mom. I was like, what is happening to me? Lord, what are you doing? Right? He's silencing the noise. Yeah. Right? I had gone 8 weeks. I was fasting for 8 weeks. I had gone 8 weeks with no social media, no secular music. Right? And minimal TV. Minimal. I think Scandal was on at that time, so I was probably watching Scandal. Very minimal TV, right? Yeah. And so when you get back into it, it's not the same. It doesn't fit anymore. You're right. Right? So eventually, I kind of fell off a little bit, so I got the clean version. But it was okay, But the point of this is we control the volume by our frequency. And I can guarantee you, if you challenge yourself to pull away from whatever it is that your noise is, whatever that may be for you, pull away from it. They say 21 days creates a habit, right? Give yourself 21 if you're new to this, 7 days. But pull away from whatever it is that you identify as noise and watch your life change in a way that you won't even be able to describe.